All right, welcome everybody to Tabletop Gaming on the Etchy TCG channel, no longer Dead Draw Gaming channel. It's been a whole year since we've done these tabletop videos. I am actually joining me is
Jake Gearhart.
we're back. We're back with rotation gameplay footage, no less. We skipped out on an entire year. We skipped out an entire rotation and many formats in between. But we really wanted to bring this back. We're very excited to show off some of the new stuff that's coming with Perfect Order and also a lot of Ascended Hero stuff because if we knew that was going to get delayed, we probably would have done a little bit of that first. But I'm still very excited to talk about rotation and all the things that are coming. So before we get into like how the tabletop stuff works, if you haven't seen our old videos from the Dead Draw Gaming channel, I think the best place to start is just with the matchup we're playing today. So I'll be playing Mega Lucario EX, which is a deck that has gotten very popular over in Japan, and you are playing
This Steven Metagross Empoleon sort of metal box deck. And I guess the theme of this matchup is how much missing Guardy changes things. We've got Lucario, weak to Psychic,
Yep.
and Metagross with discount Psychic Embrace. So we'll see how that plays out in this matchup.
Yeah, the key thing for Lucario is one, Lucario is just really beefy. We have 340 HP on it, stage 1 Pokemon, no less. And also we play the Hero's Cape, so we go all the way up to 440 HP, super hard to deal with, and of course, a card that came out in Mega Evolution that basically doesn't see much play now, but is very popular with rotation is Wally's Compassion. Basically just lets us heal it off, so if you don't one-shot it, you're in trouble if I'm able to find this card. And then of course you have the Solrock to just do a lot of damage as a single prizer, especially with the Premium Power Pros, I think that's what they're called.
Yep.
Premium Power Pros just let us boost the damage a little bit. And of course we have the Hariyama, so we don't really need boss's orders, even though I think there's one in this list. Basically by evolving into Hariyama we get a free switch from the opponent, and just lets us KO things freely as we wish. So very strong deck, very popular now that Guardy's not an issue. And then on the Metagross side, like Jake said, approaching it like as a metal box, so these are not your only attackers. There's actually a lot of different attackers you can utilize in the deck, and two of them are actually super effective against Lucario.
Yep, we've got the Lillie's Clefairy EX. But when that Hero's Cape is attached, it's not going to be able to one-shot the Lucario unless that player has the full bench. And then there's Latias EX, obviously, which you can attack within this deck.
Very easy to become attacker with Steven Metagross.
And then we've got the two Megas, Mega Mawile, which is good at the end of the game, and Mega Skarmory, which kind of acts like Metagross's version of Screamtail a little bit.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar, it does 220 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so it can attack the bench. 220 is a very good number if you're dealing with Fez, Clefairy, a lot of things that will just go boom Latias. And it also discards all the energy, which is totally fine because we can just get more back. So
yeah, it actually shuffles the energy into the deck.
Shuffles it,
too,
sorry.
so it's even better. You can get it back with that ability.
Yeah, really good synergy. This card is specifically from Perfect Order, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, the very few cards from Perfect Order in both these decks. It's more so the rotation itself kind of enabling these decks to thrive. So yeah, ready to set up and get going?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. And if you haven't seen our tabletop stuff before from the Dead Draw Gaming channel, the main thing to know is that we don't approach this like a normal, we're at a league challenge and we're trying to win no matter what. This is very much a testing scenario. We're both trying to learn the matchup and improve and understand exactly how we're supposed to play this optimally. So what that means is we're going to talk to each other about what the right play is. We are going to share information that the other player wouldn't normally have. It does mean we're going to look at prizes as well, just so we save time on prize checking. So is basically just not an issue for stuff that can happen later. Make sure that we play correctly without wasting your time and ours.
Yep. Yeah, you'll be able to see all the prize cards as well. We'll show them off, so you'll have information about how the game's going to go, since we don't have those fancy prize cams like they have at tournaments right now. I think the interesting thing about this matchup is that this Metagross deck is a trolley deck with a bunch of the Team Rocket's petrol. So it's one of the only decks in the format that actually wants to go second. So this only opening coin flip doesn't matter at all. Because, yeah, the Lucario deck is going to go first. I'm going to go second. I'll go heads on the flip either way.
It's heads. There you go.
And I'll choose second.
All right.
So.
Gonna go ahead and set up. So yeah, if you're not familiar with like what proper testing should look like in Pokemon, this is a great way to kind of demonstrate that, and you can learn that. So,
all right, looks like I've got a interesting hand here. It's actually pretty good. In the deck, there is a Meowth EX, which is one of the new cards. It's similar to Lumineon V, if you've been playing for a couple years, and the many versions before. I guess, yeah, we can just start. But yeah, so Ultra Balls can find your supporter cards now, which is very good for consistency.
Right. All right, I'll go ahead and draw for turn. So I don't have like a lot of great stuff in my hand right now. I do have a Lunatone and a Fighting Energy. I got a lot of cards that I would like later, but not necessarily right now. I think I am just going to Ultra Ball here, and I'm going to have to discard stuff that I don't really want to. I'm not too worried about the Switch and the Air Balloon, so I think I can get rid of those. I'm not worried about getting trapped in this matchup or anything like that. Going to Ultra Ball. This is my first deck search, so we're going to check the prizes really quickly. Nothing too wild there. Lillie's, Premium Power, Fighting Energy, Ultra Ball, Poké Pad, Night Stretcher. Just got to keep that in mind for later. Shuffle those up, then we'll put them back down. And then I think I just have to grab a Solrock here so I can draw some cards because my hand is really not ideal right now. I'm going to have a really bad turn too if I don't draw anything here. So see if we can get anything going.
Yeah, especially since you started the Riolu and I've got a Beldum active, you're not like too worried about switching into a Solrock or anything for the first attack. Especially in this matchup in general, like going in with the Lucario is probably the better strategy. You don't really care about offsetting the prize trait that much early. And yeah, from my side, it's just going to be all about setting up the evolutions as quickly as I can.
Okay, a bunch of Lunatone. We'll do a Lunar Cycle. I'll draw 3 cards. Fighting Gong, Fighting. We'll go ahead and do the Fighting Gong. And I don't think I'll need the Makuhita yet. I might want to just get another Riolu. I mean, I guess I'm not really worried about you hitting anytime soon, so...
Yeah, the one thing you have to think about here, you're going to be item locked, so if you do want Gust anytime soon or something, then getting the Makuhita down could be good there. And also, charging up Makuhita is
not
good
the worst.
Too,
yeah. The problem is my hand is completely dead after this.
But you got the
I do have Lunatone, yeah, so I think just setting up is fine. Not worried about the Riolu dying, so yeah. All right, I dropped the card, but I will pass. End of my turn.
All right, I'll draw top deck Lillies, which is always nice. Yeah, what am I going to do here? I think I'm just going to bench these 2 Beldums. And then, yeah, I'll bench a Latias as well, because I mean, he's a pretty good attacker in the matchup anyway. And it is resisted to Psychic too, which is, it could come up at some point. Makes it more difficult to KO with the Hariyama. And then I'll just go ahead and play the Lillies, I think. Actually, I could Ultra Ball first for the Genesect. Yeah, Mega Mawile is not going to be that useful. Getting the Genesect is pretty good.
Yeah, Genesect is so good in this deck. There. It's absurd. Gets you Metangs, gets you the Metagrosses, gets you Empoleon, all that stuff.
Yeah, and we'll look at the prize cards here. The trolley is prized, but I didn't need it in
You got a very good setup. All good.
The Recycler is good to know, and 2 Metal Energies, so that's not ideal, but we'll see if we can take those somewhat soon. Put these back. And then go ahead and play the Lillies and draw 8. So yeah, in this new format, we have no Iono. So Lillies is kind of in every deck as a 4 of. It's just so much more powerful than every other draw supporter in the format.
Yeah, there's actually, I've basically seen no research in like most lists, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah, research actually rotated.
Oh, it rotated? Yeah. Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. They rotated that, but not boss. Come on.
I know.
Oh my god.
So unfortunate. All right, I have the option to bench another Beldum here, which I think I might as well do because I'm probably like getting the Metagross pieces chases is the only thing I'm worried about, and I want to get a lot of them down. So yeah, I'll bench the Beldum, and I'll use Metallic Signal to just get cards in my hand. Yeah, one other thing with the lack of Iono in the format, you don't have to be worried about putting cards in your hand that are going to go to the bottom of the deck because that's not possible anymore.
Nothing goes to the bottom of your deck anymore. Everything gets shuffled back in. So yeah, don't worry about that. You just don't have to think about it.
Yep. There's the one Lucian card that'll put them on the bottom, but that's not too good. So I'll go ahead and Itchy Pollen then.
All right. I am now item locked. Go ahead and draw for turn. I got the top deck Lillies, which is pretty cool. I think I am still going to Lunar Cycle here, though. Actually, what are the odds I draw into it?
I think you're pretty likely to draw into a Fighting Energy.
Yeah,
You
I think
might
I'm
as
still
well just-
gonna
Yeah,
attach there. I guess I'm caping already because you already have the Latias down.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, it's important to know this deck also plays like 4 rare candy, so this could be swinging on me next turn already. I got to be very careful. Let's go ahead and Lilies.
And a good thing to note too, this is Genesect is also like maybe a useful attacker at some point to hit into the Lucario, because I really want this out of play. Like I want to keep all of these things.
Draw 8 cards. Let's see here. Ooh, I whiffed. But I can still draw stuff.
Can't play it.
Oh,
I got the item lock.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and draw. Ooh, that's big.
Mega Lucario.
All right. And yeah, nothing else I want to bench right now. Don't need to do anything else. I'm going to Aura Jab.
Right, they come from your discard pile.
Discard pile, thank you.
Yep.
I'm going to throw him on the Makuhita.
All right.
Shuffle, yeah.
I'll draw to start my turn. I do have a candy and I have a petrol in my hand too, so I can find another candy. I can get all my Metagross up, which I think is kind of what I want to do because, yeah, I don't have any energy in discard, and I have this, yeah, I don't have an energy in hand. So I'll go ahead and start off with the Genesect ability just to get more cards out of my deck. And then we'll see if we can grab another candy out of here with the petrol and start to get a bunch of energy in play. There's Team Rocket's petrol. So we don't no longer have Arven in the format, so this is kind of the best item search. Similar to the old Skyla that was in many decks throughout its time in the game. And then I will, yeah, play my rare candies to get some Metagross in play. There's a pretty good turn too. Yeah, what else should I do here? I think I might as well... I think I'm just going to burn this Rocket's Transceiver because I kind of don't really need access to the Petrols that much. I'd rather have other cards just to thin them out of the deck. And then go ahead and use my X-Boot ability, which lets me get a Metal or Psychic or both and attach them to my Metal and Psychic Pokemon in any way I like. What am I going to attack with here? I think I could go with the Latias, but if you have a Wally's, that's not good. But if you do have a Wally's, like my Metagross is probably safe because you have to draw a bunch of Premium Power Pros.
Yeah, I would need 3 to knock it out, which is kind of a lot.
So I think I'm going to go in with the Metagross. The only danger, though, is I'm like kind of low on energy. So it is, I'll probably have to just swing with this Metagross twice. Well, I can't.
How are you low already?
Well, I've got a couple prized,
okay.
and then let's see how many I've got in total. I've got these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, it's a good amount, but I'm going to burn 3 on the retreat.
Right.
I think by the time that's a problem, I'll have drawn enough prize cards. So, yeah, I think I'll just go with the Metagross attack here. We'll go the 2 metal from one and then 1 metal from the other. And then, since I have the other the other Metang in play, I'm not really scared of like pre-charging anything because, like I could use the other one to attach to the Latias, but I think I'd rather have the energy in the deck for now. So then I'll just go ahead and retreat into the Latias and go with this Metal Stomp attack for 200.
All right, a lot of damage on my Lucario. Do not have a Wally's in hand. Still do not have a Wally's in hand. I also do not happen to have 3 Premium Power Pros on me. I do have 1, so I could try to draw into it. I don't have any Fighting Energy, but I do have Fighting Gong, so let's go ahead and start with that. We'll grab a Fighting Energy. So yeah, one thing I could do here is just go for the Hariyama KO on the Genesect, get this out of dodge. But I would need another energy on this, or the... Oh yeah, I can't retreat it, because then I can't attack. So
Yep.
I cannot do this.
I think there are 2 Switch in the deck, so one has been discarded.
I did burn one. I don't have the
go.
other one in hand.
You could just start with the Lunar Cycle and see
I think it's fine
what
to start with it.
happens.
Bunch of Pokemon. I can bench the Riolu, but as long as I just want to make sure I don't go to 5 if I do hit the Wallies, especially this turn, because 5 is when Lilies can one-shot my Lucario.
I just realized I accidentally put the Latias in my hand. there we go.
First judge call of HETCG tabletop. This is huge. Yeah, I don't know. How many cards in hand?
I have 7.
7, okay.
Most of them are Metal Evolution Pokemon.
Right. Yeah, the odds of me hitting Switch with this deck size is so low. Because I can either Harlequin or Lilies for it, and that's it. Or I guess I could Carmine, but I really do not want to Carmine this hand. So I could just hit.
You could play the Premium Power Pro and then dig for 2 more.
That's also. I mean, that is possible. It just also seems unlikely.
Yep.
Because my supporter options are Lillie, Harlequin, Carmine. The Harlequin. Actually, you want to talk about this really quickly?
Yeah. So Harlequin is the best supporter card at preventing your opponent from drawing boss's orders, or like a one of however many copies they have, like a 1-card combo basically, which is better than Judge at the end of the game statistically. You can find the math on my Twitter. But yeah, it's not a fun card to be playing in the format. Not a very good sign for the game, I don't think.
Yeah, there are. Since you've posted about this on Twitter, there are a lot of anti-Harlequin truthers out there. A lot of people are very angry about it and are like, no, I'm playing Judge. But you did some math.
I did do the math, yeah. I mean, if you have a goal that's other than just disrupting your opponent, then Judge can be better. Like maybe you want just a more consistent setup for your side, like use it as a draw supporter. But it is the most effective disruption.
Right. Okay, so what I think is going to be the best play here is I am going to go for a Harlequin play. I'm going to do Hariyama on the Latias. And I'm just going
to retreat, right? So
I'm not going to retreat. I'm just going to KO it.
Okay, KO.
I'm going to go for the Mega Brave. And hopefully you're disrupted and you can't take the knockout on this because there's only 210 on it. You need Latias or Lillie's Clefairy to KO it.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, because even Empoleon doesn't KO it. So I think that's going to be the best angle for me here as long as I draw into what I need. Do I even want to bench the other Riolu or do I want to bench another Makuhita? I probably want to go for another Makuhita if I'm using one.
I think you're going to need
Although if this dies,
attacker,
though, because I'm not Wallying.
Yep.
Yeah, because it always dies to Lillie, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll go ahead and Heave-Ho Catcher the Latias. I'm going to thin out a little bit. I'm just going to go and discard these two. I do have stretchers if I need them. And then it doesn't matter what I grab. I'm just going to grab Makuhita. All right, and then the first Harlequin.
All right.
Tails.
So you draw 3, I draw 5.
Right.
Not very good. Also, you don't have an energy to use the
I need to find
second
one.
attack.
Yeah,
that's not good off that Harlequin.
Not ideal with the 3, unfortunately.
Hopefully this doesn't backfire too much. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it was either this or the Lilies, and you had a lot of cards in hand, and I didn't want you to take the KO.
Yeah, I had definite access to my Latias. So, all right, draw 5. And even if you flipped heads, I got the Clefairy, so...
1, 2, 3. Boom.
Okay.
Mega Brave.
At least you got the KO.
I at least got the KO.
And I have a stretcher, too, so I can just send up my Genesect and get back the Latias.
Very nice.
I'll draw. Put down... that stretcher. Grab the Latias. I'll use the Metallic Signal. Thin cards out of the deck. I can get this third Metagross in play. I think I might as well. I might use the... Riolus have 80 HP, so it's not ever going to matter. Yeah. I'll put it in there. And then I've got all of these Metagross ready. So I'll put some energies on the Latias. Get that ready. And then actually I have a Clefairy in hand. I could just attack with that.
Clefairy is slightly worse, right? Because I can KO with the Hariyama.
Yeah, you can KO with the Hariyama
this I at least
more
need
easily.
the
You do need
Premium
the
Power.
Premium Power Pro. This takes more energy, but I think I'm fine on energy, yeah. I'm going to be drawing 3 prizes. That's a lot of prizes.
I think there's a recycler in the deck too, right?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
So
yeah.
that's the only reason I'm concerned. I will retreat and go ahead with the Eon Blade for 400 damage.
And that is
3 prize cards.
3 prizes. That is one of the best things about this deck is all your attackers are 2 prizes at worst, right? So like in a format that's very mega heavy, a 2 prizer deck is actually pretty nice.
Yep. Yeah, I can trade 2 at KOs.
I think I'm gonna have to promote the Hariyama here. I'm gonna just have to go for this KO. Yep. Draw for turn. Go for the attach.
Yeah, the really sad part about this format, not having Iono, is that this game I think is pretty much over already. If you KO the Latias, I KO the Hariyama. You can't attack with this right away, so I get to swing into it, or like as soon as you put up this Riolu, if I can boss it or anything, I get my like Clefairy attack to knock it out, which means that I've kind of got like, since you can't disrupt my hand. Well, actually, my hand is kind of bad already. I don't have any access to Ultra Ball or anything for Meowth for boss. So maybe you will survive, but like this would have been a game where Iono would definitely keep you in it because I'd have to boss the Riolu, but it's kind of not possible.
Yeah, with basically my only attackers are going to be these 2 that can actually do real damage. There's not like a bear in this deck, so I can't really clutch out anything with that. It's either Lillie's or Carmine here. And this is my last Lucario, which I might want next turn.
Yeah, so I think you'll have to... Lillie's is definitely better with that deck size, yeah.
And then I'm going to want probably just a Makuhita as my last bench Pokemon. Because you'll be at best case scenario, or worst case scenario, you'll be at 7 bench Pokemon, which is... That's still enough for a Lillie's KO, right?
Okay. Yeah.
On a Riolu, yeah. Or a Lucario.
Yep, yeah, without the Hero's Cape, it's not going to survive just a normal attack.
I whiff the Power Pro.
Unfortunate.
So, hold on. Night Stretcher. Fighting Energy. Lunar Cycle.
Right.
I have whiffed the Power Pro. Wild Press.
Wow, I survived.
I take 70.
Yeah, Resistance coming in handy here. I did draw a Petrol, so I can just put the boss in my hand and then... Yep. Grab that. So next turn, as soon as you attach an energy to the Riolu, I just boss's orders it, and then... Yeah, not good for you. I'll Metallic Signal, get some more cards out of my deck. Not needing the Empoleon this game. It's mainly a really good attacker into the sort of single prize decks in the format because it does 210 and then takes 60 less from attacks during the next turn. So yeah, can't get easily 2-hit KO'd, which is nice. But I think from that, I also have the Mega Skarmory too, which I can just snipe your Riolos
very
with.
powerful, yeah.
So yeah, I'll just retreat for free into this Metagross and Metal Stomp for the knockout.
All right. So I think my only real option here is try to Harlequin Gust Up, but you have enough energy still, so there's nothing I can Gust Up that stops you, right?
Yeah, you can bring up my Metagross and then I just attach to it a couple times.
Well, I mean, I can bring up the Genesect. And then
Genesect too, yeah.
Well, you still retreat,
Yeah,
though.
so you
You're
retreat,
fine.
yep.
But you can't KO it if I disrupt you out. You can't... No, you can KO with the Latias.
Yeah.
So I guess I go for... Do I have enough Makuhitas? Does this deck play 3-2 Makuhita Hariyama? I think so. I could KO this,
Yeah, with
you go down to
the
one prize.
Solrock.
Yeah, and then
And then
next turn I have to stall you out.
yeah. So you can go for
That's
a
my only
Harlequin
line,
kind
yeah.
of. Well, yeah, you can't. Yeah. You can Hariyama and Harlequin and hope it works. Yeah.
Okay. Poké Pad. Yeah, I have one more Makuhita in the deck. I just gotta get it. So Hariyama. And then this is my last Harlequin, but I don't want to do it. I guess I'm not Harlequin in this turn regardless. I need to... Because I need to draw the Stretcher. Or no, I just need to draw into... I guess I can Harlequin, but... I guess I want to hold it for next turn, right?
Yeah. So yeah, next turn I think you have to go like Harlequin up or oh, you need another Hariyama because you're gonna.
Yeah.
Next
I need
turn,
to get the Makuhita down this turn.
get
So
the
I think I
Makuhita.
just have to Lilies here. I guess I'm fine to just not draw into, or to bench it to not draw into it.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
All right, we just gotta draw. I still have Lunar Cycle as well.
Yep. Yeah, Blood Moon Nurse Luna would be pretty useful here.
For
It
sure,
would
for
change
sure.
things a lot.
That's a card that you'd think like has been around long enough to rotate, but it came in Twilight Masquerade, so
Yep.
we got it for another year.
It is a lot harder to find though now without nest balls,
Right.
but I think that's still a reasonable card to play.
Oh, I forgot. I have Gravity Mountain in this deck. That can be
Okay,
relevant.
yeah.
Lunar Cycle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. We got there. Oh, is there a Stretcher? There's one prize. Unfortunately, I think I whiff it.
We're gonna shuffle the prizes and
Yeah. I shuffled them now that I saw that I'm not
Yeah.
getting it.
every time you look, you gotta shuffle. That's just how it goes.
You shuffle them.
At least make it somewhat more interesting of a
Sure.
game, hopefully.
This is what testing is all about. Is even if something's technically not possible, it is a thing that like could be possible in other games. So it's worth like
Yep.
testing it out, trying it out. Yeah, I don't care about the rest of these cards. Cosmic Beam.
All right.
Take 2. I did not get the Night Stretcher.
Okay, just grab it now. Take it out. I'll draw. Oh, I drew my Harlequin. I'm not good for you. Okay. Let's see. Actually, so I could go in with the. Oh, yeah. Wait. This works. I can go in with my Skarmory, take out your Makuhita, and then I'm.
Yeah,
pretty good for me.
I have Boss, I guess, but
I can trolley. Yeah, you can't disrupt me and
Right,
boss though,
yeah.
which is kind of what you need. Yeah, I'm just gonna fail the trolley. Sad trolley.
no
there.
counter catcher anymore either.
Yeah,
Very
let
sad.
me see what my energies are like. Okay, I can get 2 out with the Metagross right now, and then I will have to shuffle. Well, actually, I've got 1 in hand. I can just attach, and then I should be fine on energies. Yeah, I've got enough. So even if you bring up my Genesect, well, I'll just be able to attack with it likely, or with the Skarmory again. I'd need 4. So I'm taking 1 prize, so I'm like kind of likely to get the Recycler. Let's just make sure. I also have a Stretcher in deck, I think. So, but yeah, let's just make sure I have. Yeah, I do have a Stretcher in deck, so I'll be fine on energies. I won't get trapped. Yeah, let's go for the attach on the Skarmory and play my Harlequin.
Okay.
This is when Harlequin's the best. I'm giving myself the best odds of stopping you from finding your own Harlequin, and I don't know. You don't really have. You can't really stop me no matter what. I don't think.
I mean, it's just Boss and hope you break yourself here.
Yeah, but I think on board I can just.
Because you just go
Use
back to
that
this.
again, yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
So might as well play it out though.
Yes.
Yeah, I get my
Wow,
5 cards.
I get 3.
And then I will retreat and Sonic Ripper the Makuhita. Draw my
Prize
release.
card. Draw for turn. premium power. Get Harlequin.
Not again.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay! See, this is why Harlequin's so much better than
It's
Judge.
so
It's just
fun,
fun.
yeah. Yeah, when we're not playing for money or anything like this, is so,
When you're not bubbling out because you got
Yeah.
tails on Harlequin.
Can't wait for the stream games with a Harlequin into top 8, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be no.
I'm telling you, just run Harlequin and Lucian should come back.
Yeah, this is the game designers right now. They're a little bit of clown.
Yeah. Cosmic Beam.
Yep. And I'll get my X-Boot abilities and Sonic Ripper.
Boom.
Blow that up.
GG.
GG.
All right. I think that was a pretty good showcase of how both these decks
Yeah,
function.
I think this is a very good game for. We didn't get to use the Empoleon, but
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that
not
comes up
relevant
that
in
much
this
in this
matchup.
Yeah, mostly
It
the
can-
psychic attackers.
You could kill a Hariyama, I guess, but you pretty much want to rely on your psychic attackers as much as possible.
Yep. And the Metagross Genesect combo is
So
pretty
good.
strong.
So good.
And I didn't even use the trolley there, but if turn 1 trolley into all of these, you can get the Genesect kind of easily.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this
seems pretty good.
everyone was memeing on Steven Metagross when it came out. Everyone was like, "This is terrible. Why did they print this?" And then this is a deck you stole straight from a City League winning list, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I think it's almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's also the Steven's Carbink, which you can reduce the damage
Right,
onto
right.
the Metagrosses as well. That's pretty good against the all the bench sniping decks, like the Starmie EX, if that is very relevant for the format.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, without counter catcher and all that comes with it, and getting your Metagrosses stuck is not something that happens as often, which is kind of a big problem with this deck before.
Right. 3 retreat, pretty hefty.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also no more TM devolution, so your Metagrosses are gonna stay in play and not get knocked out pretty easily. So
Yep.
I think this is a pretty good deck to look into in the future.
For sure. Yeah, 2 decks here that benefit greatly from just other cards rotating, kind of naturally strengthening them. So, where can people find you, Jake?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Jake Gearhart. Or actually, Gearhart Pokemon. Or Gear. Yeah, it'll be in the description.
It's been so
I
long since
changed
you've
it,
last
yeah.
done this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't shouted.
You were a different
yeah.
man last time we did this. That's crazy.
Yep.
You can follow me on all the socials. They'll be in the description. But yeah, if you like this, if you want to see more of this, let us know in the comments. Please subscribe. We're going to do a lot of rotation stuff. We'll have a lot of videos coming up in the next couple of days of other games and decks and whatnot. Let us know what you want to see. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.